Well, hello, friends. I'm getting sick. Summer cold, you know? Stupid. I'm sure we'll be fine. Just gotta push through. And then, hopefully, it won't be a severe cold. It'll just be a little head cold. And then we'll move on. But summer colds are yuck, so one way or the other. Autofocus is the worst. The actual worst. Thought I could fix it, and then I couldn't. So I had to actually do something about it. My bad. So, I got nothing. I'm just sick. That's all I got. Had a sibling hangout for supper. I didn't eat it for supper. That was weird wording. Went to Chick-fil-A with the Sibs. Let's put it that way. And it was at dinner time. And that was definitely a nice little in the middle of the week type breakup of my routine, I would call it. I was talking to Michael tonight about how right now I just kind of feel like because I'm within the 2 weeks of when my job is ending, I now feel like I'm both in the midst of trying to coordinate a lot of new things and plan for a lot of things, but also every single day at work there is a last or a second to last in some cases. And that's just kind of, I think it takes a lot out of me, and it's been a while since that's been a thing. I would say the last time it was a thing was, I mean, excluding my last job at Panera, the more prominent example I can think of is like the last summer of camp and the last semester of college. And it's been a while since those things have happened, so I'm not quite as emotionally prepared to process that change. And it's not a bad change. Like, there are a couple of clients who I'm either sad to leave or am having trouble figuring out the best way to tell them I'm leaving. And that's like case by case basis, and it's just because I'm an empathetic person who knows that when you're invested in a routine, it's hard to change that routine. And I am putting that on people. So part of it is me figuring out a way to not blame myself for wanting something better. I think that makes sense. I want something better that isn't going to cause me as much stress day to day. And switching jobs, while I may not be going into a job that's necessarily going to guarantee these things will change, it's at least a new situation. And sometimes that perspective helps. At least that's what I'm hoping right now, is that it will help. But right now, I'm just trying to get through every day and process things as they come. It's a lot to think about. My mom sent me a card today in the mail, just like encouraging me during my transition month. And yeah, it made me a little emotional. Like, every time she sends me some type of note like that, I get emotional, just because, like, it means a lot that she thinks of me that way and wants to remind me that she thinks of me. But particularly during this time, I genuinely do need that support and that encouragement as I'm transitioning into new phases and new schedules, because it's weighing down on me a lot. And I think I do a pretty good job of hiding it, just like when interacting with people day to day. But then when we get into this setting where like I don't need to be as guarded, I think that's all I can think about. And also it's probably the sick brain talking a little bit, that I'm just like worn down. But change is so hard for someone with OCD. This is a lot of change in 1 month. Some of it is going to be within the same week. And I'm just trying to take it day by day, but it's hard to when you keep thinking about the change happening soon. Like trying to prepare an OCD brain for change is like preparing for the possibility of rain when you're going to do something outside. Like, you can plan all you want, but as long as you're still doing something outside, you can't be fully prepared for anything that's going to happen, because maybe it'll be sunny and everything will be fine, or maybe it's going to downpour and you're not going to be able to get to your car in time. Like, there's always that chance. I'm so tired, man. I'm exhausted. Change is good. I'm trying to convince myself. Anywho, happy Wednesday. It's sunny. It's gorgeous. That's a plus.